If you've seen where they've stitched elastic in with a serger, they use an elasticator foot. This foot will keep constant pressure as desired no matter when you start or stop along your fabric. So before you actually put the foot on, I always insert the elastic first. Tip the front foot up and then insert the elastic into its mouth. Now, you will want to test this a little bit, and because as you close that, like right now when I pull on it, it is really tight. As you loosen the top part, this will allow it to be less or more tightness on the elastic. So if you go tighter or looser, so you can almost kind of feel if you want a gentle pull or not, and then that way you can kind of pull it back to where you started once you get that set. Go ahead and set your stitch length for the longest setting, stitch length at 4. We're using a regular 4-thread construction seam whenever we use the elasticator because both needles are used to hold that down in place. Slide your foot in. I've often used this to do like sheets, like for a crib, if you really want to have specialty fabric for those. Those are always fun to do. Just any place that elastic is used. Now for sheets, you don't need it to be really tight during the straight parts, only really in those corners. So that allows you to loosen this all the way up so there's no pressure on the elastic during those straight parts. And then just down at the corners, give it a good crank, and that gives you those pulled in corners. So really, all you have to do is leave the elastic to be up against the right side of the foot. Give a couple stitches here and let the serger do the work for you. After you've done a sample or two, you can notice, do you want more or less gathers on your elastic? So you could tighten this on the fly and see how it's going to look. Really just guide your fabric because the foot's going to stay a hold of the elastic all the way down. And look how easy that is to have elastic serged on to your fabric.